basically, Livewire is two teenage guys making complete idiots of themselves on live broadcast television.
I'm Todd Hilton.
I'm Chris DeBois.
And this is a comedy show, hopefully.
Livewire was a comedy show I co-produced with Mr. Chris DeBois for 3 months back in 1993. It was Nowhere Video's first exposure to a real public audience, and it acted as the launch pad to make countless new productions. This experience with public access television would literally change my life forever. At a little TV station in St. Helens, Oregon called Columbia Community Television, or CCTV, Chris and I were thrown right in for the first time on live TV, April 11th, 1993. So there we were. No rehearsal, no studio audience. Just us, a camera operator, director J.J. Wright in the control room, and 2 big studio cameras with a big red tally light. We were on. Chris and I would never be the same, and this experience would push us forward to continue to make unique entertainment. Livewire would only air 7 episodes over a 3-month span. We soon discovered how much work it was to produce a comedy series.
Livewire started out in April of last year, in '93. We just, I approached the program director and basically said, what are the chances of me being on TV? He said, slim to none. No, actually, he said, do you want to be on TV? And I said, yeah. And so basically, that was how it all started. I didn't think it would be that easy. And before we knew it, Chris and I were out videotaping our skits. We did our one of our very first ones, Encyclopedia Metallica, down at the public library, and that didn't go over too well. Livewire was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do it. It was quite an experience. I mean, I would tell people that I have my own TV show, and they're just they couldn't believe it. We only did the show for exactly 3 months. Our last show was July 11th of last year. And we only put out 7 shows. It was a hard show to do. Comedy in general is hard to do. We had to come up with skits, and when I first told him that we were going to have our own show, he pretty much shit purple buffaloes. And to this day, I don't think it's really sunk in that we had our own show. It just doesn't seem humanly possible. But it was a lot of fun. I know we both had a blast doing it. It was just because everything that we did on Livewire was it was ourselves. I know we came off as offensive, but this is how we are. You know, this is not something we were set out to do. This is the stuff that we joked around about. This is stuff that we've been joking around with ever since we've been friends. And it was just through Livewire that we got to express our opinions and comedic talents on videotape. That was just basically what it was. We had a few various skits that would turn out to be flops, and it's like, why did we do this? In all, we did over probably 50 skits. I definitely have to say Drugnet was one of my favorites, and I look at that and it was just so stupid it was brilliant. We actually wrote Drugnet over the phone, basically. And then we just decided, why don't we do it? And it was just the whole bit was we were supposed to be assigned to this murder case, and we spent the whole skit getting drunk, stoned, and whatever. And that was pretty much it. But it just, I don't know, it's just something that struck us as funny, and so we did it. It was originally going to be on the 2nd show, but it got delayed until the 5th show. It took a long time to film it. I can definitely see that was one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites I definitely have to say is Paulie Dent and Miss Priss. That was Montgomery Sims' debut performance on videotape. He was actually Mr. Sims was my only character that I used more than once. Unlike Chris, I had very few characters that I did, and we had Chris's characters already in the can that we'd been doing for years, and Sims was just a fairly new one, and just finally got to use him, and it was hilarious. I mean, bad mouth, bad temper. I mean, that's what makes a great character.
Do you remember doing episodes of Livewire?
Yeah. Could you repeat the question, please? Basically, it was just a chance for Todd and I to bring out our, I don't know, comical insight, I guess, about just us.
Your comedic talents, man.
If you call it that. Other certain things, it didn't really last long enough for me to find out. Actually, I wanted more out of it, but go with the flow.
What happened to Livewire?
What happened to Livewire?
In your own words, please.
I don't think I really know the answer to that one.
Don't follow the script that I'm about to hand you. Just use your own.
I don't know. To me, Livewire ended because I couldn't be around anymore to
Share the experience.
Yeah, there was a plan for one more show, but that was cut so I could move my separate way. As far as, I don't know, that's really about it, actually.
What was your? I know you did a lot of different characters on Livewire. What was your favorite?
Oh boy, Reverend Wadnick, actually. He was actually fun to do. Had a lot of fun doing him.
Did you feel as though you were making fun of religion when you were doing it?
That wasn't my intention. No, I don't feel I was making fun of any religion. No.
Do you feel maybe you were poking fun a little bit at some of these TV evangelists that claim that they can heal?
That, yes, yeah.
Heal for a price.
Yeah.
Send in all your money and you will be cured.
It's just the only difference is Reverend Wadnick healed for pain. Don't hit him in the pocket, hit him in the face.
Right.
I've known Todd for almost a year now, and I have to say he's pretty much mental. But it's a good kind of mental. I mean, it's the kind of mental that you look for when you're doing a show like they did, like Livewire. I mean, had it not been for some of the vulgarity and obscenities and things like that, pretty much was the demise of Livewire, it may have worked. It may have worked really well. Plus the fact that they had some geek named Johnson fill in a couple times. I don't know who he is. I really don't. I was down at a friend's house that had cable because, as you know, even though I'm the sports director of the mobile TV station, I don't have cable. My personal feeling on that is I should be given free cable so that I can monitor my sports programming. Of course, they came back with the argument, well, how are you going to do that with the Playboy channel? So, apparently no free cable, you know. But I was down at a friend's house watching cable. Yes, I do have a friend or two. It's true. And we were down there, we were waiting, and it says Livewire, coming up next. Great, we're going to watch this, And it's after midnight, and they're not on yet. So I call up to the studio. I say, hey, listen, let's get this show on the road. Oh, we're waiting for such and such. We got to do such and such. I said, look, I said, just do it. I said, if this thing ain't on the air in 10 minutes, I said, Kevin and I are going to come up there, we're going to crash this thing, and we're going to take over the show, and we're going to show you how to do this thing. Needless to say, we were up there 10 minutes later showing them how to do this thing. I got on there, I helped host with Todd and Chris. I think we allowed Chris to stay in the room. It was nice of us, I know. So that's really all I really wanted to say about Todd and Chris, and I really hope that this little documentary or what have you will turn out rather well, and I hope it's a very big success for Chris and for Todd and for everyone involved. And it should be a fun project. And so with that, I'm going to wrap it up. So, Todd, is there anything else on there you want me to read off of there?
Well, I think that's about it, Mark. I think you covered everything, so.
Great,
so I think we can wrap it up if you'd rather.
Great. I'm going to get out of here now.
Well, okay.
See you later. Bye. I'm gone.
Our untamed sense of humor gained us some underground cult fans, but it also put negative attention on the station itself, which was not FCC regulated, but it was publicly funded. July 11th, 1993 was the show's final airing, and in fact we only produced 5 episodes of original content. The 6th show was meant to be a vote show where fans would vote on their favorite skits to be shown in the final episode. Livewire was never run on the air after that, and we took all the criticism to heart. We didn't want the station to suffer for our flack. Livewire was an experience I will never forget nor regret, because although it was extremely flawed in many ways, it was the beginning for Chris and I to make real programs to be seen by large audiences. It would carry over into numerous projects and pave the way to continue improving ourselves. Throughout the evolution of Nowhere Video Productions, we have always pushed forward to make new entertainment and continue to make people smile and laugh, but we have never forgotten where we came from.
I really want it to be a good show! And not only that, we hope they don't think it's totally stupid.
That's
because,
right.
After all, we do what we can to,
Be totally stupid.
Chris, what are your feelings on the subject that people say that you and Todd are lovers?
God damn it, no comment. I am sick and tired of that fucking question, and I'm not gonna answer it. Cut!